On today's episode of Cult America, I explore Lviv, Ukraine to answer the question, is this still a Polish city? The first time that I heard of Lviv, I was actually told that it's named Lwów, which is the Polish word for the name of the city. And I think that says a lot about how the city is perceived. And for anyone who's visited places like Przemyśl, Kraków, or Tarnów, you can clearly see that the city of Lviv fits in very, very well to those cities. It's as clear as day from the way the city is mapped out to the way the buildings look. And when you go to this place expecting to see Ukraine, as an American tourist, it's a little bit disappointing because initially you don't feel that harsh of a contrast. On the surface, there are many comparisons between Polish and Ukrainian cities, if we're talking about East Poland and West Ukraine, of course. But when you explore Lviv a little bit deeper, you start to notice traces of difference. You notice little traces of staircases that seem they could collapse. From a bird's eye view, you can see that the roofs of the building are in absolute despair. You have a place like the cemetery of Lviv Eagles, and this place almost seems to be avoided by a lot of the Ukrainians whom I've met. The cemetery is tended to. It's definitely a sought-after place to visit, and it's an important site to visit. But in terms of what Ukrainian people would want you to see, that cemetery would not normally come up as the first one on the list. I can't say I was particularly moved by the cemetery beyond the fact that the people buried there probably could have never envisioned that their resting place would be Ukraine. In fact, I could imagine some of the people who are buried there would be very disturbed by that fact. Maybe that's why it's a little bit of a thorn in the side. But when you go around to the Polish landmarks, in some cases, they're actually the best preserved. And in many cases, they're the most sought after. Take the Opera House, for example. This building is considered by many who I spoke with in Lviv to be the most beautiful building, not only in Lviv, but in Ukraine. One of the admirable things about the people who live in Lviv, I mean the Ukrainian people who live in Lviv, is that they made the city their own. They're very proud of the city, in fact. There's a clear ambition there to be closer to the West, to be more European. But most of the people I met there were pro-European Union and definitely looking to build their life in a way that is less obedient to Russia. So my question to you, do you believe that Lviv is truly full Ukrainian city? Or do you think that its Polish heritage has influenced who people are to this day? Please write me your feelings and thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you for watching.